Good evening. It took me a minute. I had to gather myself. So, I got on here today to publicly apologize to B. I absolutely know it was not your fault. Unfortunately, I flashed out because I am human. It was a number of things that happened that day. It was really chaotic leading up to that point. Y'all really don't know. Y'all just saw me spaz out. But I was just simply stating.
It was a couple of things that happened that day. You know what I'm saying? My baby daddy, he ain't give me that check that he was supposed to be giving me. That child support ain't come through. You know what I'm saying? I was constipated. You know what I'm saying? My mama getting on my nerves, talking about how her boyfriend ain't cooked no food and he used her car and the car went flat. And y'all know how life is. You know what I'm saying? So I just spazzed out on whoever. I just felt like spazzing and capping. It just amazes me how people can just say anything and just retract what they just said. Especially y'all women, but y'all women just, my emotions, things done happen, and you just come back and just apologize. But we'll keep it going.
That he doesn't own the song. It's my song. I don't know what y'all know about music, but do your research. I'm not about to do all that because that's really not what I'm here for. Like I said, I'm coming to give a public apology.
You do not own the song. Now, granted, I wasn't there. I'm not a part of No Limit or anything like that, but I can pretty much guarantee that you don't own that song. Master P owns that song. Matter of fact, I think EMI owns the song now because Master P sold his catalog back in the early 2003, I want to say. So I definitely don't think that you own the song. Like I said, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure you don't own it. You know, I mean, I just.
And assert myself because I've been around like since the beginning. Not like since they was in California, but when I got signed is when they were literally about to take off. I was there for the Unbounded soundtrack. I was there for TRU. I wasn't on it, but I was there. Like I was literally at all of the big tours and stuff that they were doing. I was there. So yes, I've been with them recently on the road and all of that. So, I don't understand because I'm reading all the comments and I see, well, who is she? Or who she thinks she is. Like,
yeah, because you went live during the verses saying that was your song. You don't understand why they're performing it. And you also said that you was going to sue Master P. You're going to get comments when you do that. I'm sorry, but that's how the game goes. You go live during the verses and you're a No Limit artist. Yeah, you're going to get comments on what you're saying. Negative and maybe some positive. So that's how it goes. I don't see why you're so surprised at that.
Like y'all haven't been listening to my music. Like that's what
we really haven't, Mercedes. I'm sorry. That was 30 years ago. Okay? I'm 46 years old. I was 18 and 19 at that time, okay? I'm just saying. It was a long time ago. Nobody's checking for Mercedes. I'm sure you have a couple of your fans, but for you to act like we're supposed to know what you got going on, no, we don't know what you have going on. And from a male's perspective, there was only one reason we was interested in you back in the day when I was 18 years old. Just being honest. But, okay.
Was T. This album came out in 1999, okay? I did this in 7 days. So yes, there was a collective effort all the way around the board because I didn't even know I was about to go and record. But that's another story. Top and bottom line is I spent money to be here. I was not invited, but I'm everywhere. And tonight was historic. So
You was not invited, but you were wondering why you're not performing. See, there's always another side to the story. Now, I don't know Mercedes. I don't know her at all. But I'm sure there's a reason why you weren't invited. If you are a part of No Limit and you weren't invited and you weren't scheduled or contracted to be on the verses, then there's some reason. And you come across as somebody who got a little attitude with them. You look like you might bring a little attitude with you. I'm just saying, I don't know you. I'm just going by the energy and what I saw yesterday when you had snapped and even right now, just your energy tells me that, you might have a little attitude coming with you. Maybe that's the reason why you weren't invited. But let's keep going.
Whether I was going to actually get on the mic or not, I deserve to be up on that stage. I deserve for when he was doing that song to at least say, shout out to Mercedes, because if nobody else knew I was on the side of the stage, he did. That's for another story. At the end of the day, it is my song. I was not allowed to do it, and I have paid my dues. I was the first R&B artist on No Limit. Yes, Mia X is the biggest mama. She been here. But if you ask her, I'm the baby girl. Okay, I ain't with this technology. Because y'all, I'm pretty sure y'all knows that y'all have been all up and down my little page. Y'all see I don't even post like that. So I ain't know that, you got a certain little limit. So I'm going to make this real brief. Because the other part is already done. I spoke out of anger and frustration because I'm hurt at the end of the day. VERZUZ is a big deal. I am an artist.
All right. We get it. So Mercedes, she apologized. That's good. We appreciate that. We appreciate the apology. You shouldn't have said it in the first place, but we know how it is, baby. We understand. We get it. You got frustrated because you wasn't up there. And yeah, yada yada yada. We get it. So in more No Limit news, Young Bleed is in the hospital, y'all. He's in the hospital. I put up something short earlier talking about it, but I'm gonna go ahead and speak on it since we're right here right now. Yeah, Young Bleed is fighting for his life, man. I don't know what happened. You know what I'm saying? What went on, man? But he fighting for his life, man. You know what I'm saying? Fighting for his life. I hope he be all right. We're gonna go to people talking about it. Trying to see if it was on the news or something like that. But we're gonna get somebody to talk about it. Okay, well, I guess this is the only site where somebody is talking about it. Boss Talk.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk TV. Shout out to E. He the reason you see me.
Who that? Say you wanna do that. Whatever you will to get your ass whipped. Blue black. I think of my nerve.
Wow, guys. Make sure you like, subscribe to the channel. Guys, this is a tough one for me. Just trying to figure out how to even deliver this message to everybody. OG, you there?
Right here, man.
Man, look like we got some crazy news. Me and you been knowing about everything, but I just hadn't said nothing because I've been speaking with the family, and so now it's something that they've asked us to do. So the mother, the son, all of them have sent us in some stuff to talk about. But as y'all, you probably don't know, but it's been circulating a little bit that Young Bleed had a really a terrible experience after the verses. Hours after the verses, it was a lot going on. Doctors saying it was a brain aneurysm, and he's fighting for his life right now. And it's not something that, it was easy to come on here and share. I've been knowing about it ever since the verses and after the verses, and we've kept close contact with the family and did everything we could to help to make sure that everything went smooth. And
Brain aneurysm? That's serious. That's very serious, man. Brain aneurysm is something that's very serious. Had a neighbor when I was young, my next door neighbor. She had a brain aneurysm and she passed away. I was real young. I was around maybe 7 or 8 years old, and she passed away. So yeah, that's something very serious for Young Bleed. Sorry to hear that.
And that the right people were contacted. Bleed, a real good friend of mine. Y'all see him on the show quite often, and he's fighting for his life right now. OG, what you got?
Yeah, this is from Young Bleed's family. Young Bleed with No Limit. How you do that there? He did an amazing performance. He's a hell of a brother, and this just befall him, And like I said before, a lot of us live our whole lives not doing what we wanted to do. So his family has reached out. It says, "Hi, family and friends. I'm starting an account for my son, Glenn, also known as Young Bleed, who is currently in ICU after suffering a brain bleed caused by an aneurysm. This was completely unexpected and has turned our world upside down. Glenn is receiving critical care and fighting hard every day, but the road to recovery is uncertain. The medical bills, the hospital stay, can become overwhelming. Our family is doing everything we can, but we need help in any way possible for medical expenses, essential support during this difficult time."
I guarantee my boy Master P gonna come through. I'm just saying, I can see that happening.
If you're unable to contribute financially, please consider sharing this page and keeping Glenn in your thoughts and prayers. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts for your love, support, and kindness. This is from Young Bleed's mother. We're starting a GoFundMe page. They're starting a GoFundMe page. We need everybody to come out and help and say, each one teach one. Wow. We need to. This brother was so dynamic and had so much inspiration. And we had talked to him just hours before this happened. And he had done one of his best stellar performances then. And right now he's on life support, not breathing on his own, but he's a fighter. He is a fighter, but it's not like he's from Baton Rouge. He's way in the hospital in Las Vegas, Nevada. So he's not around family. They had to fly his family out, his mom, his brothers, and his children to see.
Wow, man, it's like soon as the verses was over, like you said, Boss Talk said, man, soon as the verses was over, he had a brain aneurysm. So he's still in Las Vegas, Nevada. Wow, man, that's just terrible, man. Our thoughts and our prayers go out to Young Bleed and his family. Mia X had something to say. She had something to say concerning Young Bleed, because of course she's on No Limit and she's known him for probably got to be 30 years, going on 30 years. So let's see what Mia X had to say. Use YTV. They got her up here. Let's see what she had to say. So sad, man.
Just hours ago, Mia X, the revered First Lady of No Limit, took to social media and poured her heart out. In her own words, Mia X shared, "Okay, thank God Bleed is still fighting. I am on this cruise feeling like a panic attack from all these messages. But God is good. Let's please keep him and his family lifted in prayer," said Mia X.
And that's Mia X and Young Bleed right there. So you know they go back. They go way back. You know what I'm saying? Them No Limit days.
Her words remind us that behind the music, the fame, and the drama, these artists are real people, facing struggles, fears, and heartbreak just like anyone else.
So sad, y'all. Yeah, that was Mia X reacting. And like Boss Talk said, his mother and his family has a GoFundMe account that they're setting up. So, you know, you can look online. I'm sure you can find that or whatnot. Their GoFundMe account to help Young Bleed with a brain aneurysm, still in Nevada. Didn't even make it out Nevada. That's why you never know, y'all. You never know what can happen from moment to moment. This man was just on the VERZUZ, you know, gave a stellar performance, and now he's in the hospital fighting for his life. So you just never know. Day to day, you never know what can happen. That's why we got to stay prayed up and try to treat people right. Treat them how you would like to be treated, and that's all we can do, man, is just hope for the best and pray to God. All right, y'all. Well, I'm going to go ahead and let y'all go. Sad, man. Sad, man. But we praying for the brother and hope he recovers. Hope he has a swift recovery. All right, y'all. I'm going to holler at y'all next time on Mike Jeesh. Peace.